Hello everyone, my name is Egan and welcome to Evolved Hype. For today's video, I'm going to show you a list of 5 theories I have about the Halo TV series. I'd like to clarify first that these are not in a specific list. I had these theories for some time and I really wanted to share it with you, so I think this is the perfect opportunity to do that. I have a couple more of theories that I could share with you, but I wanted to make this video first to see that if you like this video, I would make a second part or even a third if that is possible. I just would like to clarify first that these are not confirmed. None of this is like 100% real information. These are just my theories, but still I think that at least 3 of them could be real, even though they're not confirmed, of course. So let's jump into it. In episode 1 from season 2, we met Felix, a secret Odin agent, disguised as a survivor from Harvest. His alibi was that he knew the location of Dr. Halsey after she went AWOL in season 1, with the only purpose of capturing Soren, and taking him to Ackerson and eventually reuniting him with Dr. Halsey. In the scene where Soren is captured, we see 6 mysterious figures were already waiting for him. In my theory, I would say that they and Felix are Spartans 3, and here are my reasons. As we know, Felix is working for Ackerson, because after capturing Soren, he's taken to him. Felix seems like a young person, the right age to be recruited to be part of the beta version of Spartans 3. Let me do a little recap here. We see 2 different types of Spartans during season 2, the ones that were trained by Kai to neutralize the Covenant vessel in episode 8, like Perez, and the new generation of orphan kids, who lost their parents due to the war, and that they were being trained since a young age, like Kessler, Soren's son. In my theory, Felix and the crew that captured Soren are part of that first version of Spartans 3, people that already have a military career and were given an SPI armor, a cheaper armor compared to a Mjolnir armor, but more efficient in stealth operations than in combat. A good example of this is Spartan Hugh Din from Halo Infinite, who is Spartan 4 but wore an SPI armor in Operation Exile when he was an Odin agent, while Kessler was going to be part of the Spartans 3 generation from the books, the actual Spartan 3 program. Orphans who were given the option to revenge their families by joining the UNSC. I would like to add another detail that I found online about Felix some time ago. I remember someone posted that Felix looks like Ash G099, a Spartan 3, leader of Saber team during Gamma companies. Both are young, look similar, and are described as strong warriors, but this could be just a coincidence. Or maybe not. In Season 2, Episode 1, we meet Cobalt Team, the first and only Spartan team we see in person in the series other than Silver Team. This team laughs and mocks at Silver Team's decisions of removing their pellets, also making jokes and roasting each other. In Season 1, we see how formal and reserved Silver Team is. They act almost like robots. The only one who showed a bit more emotions was John after rescuing Quan Ha. My theory is that Cobalt Team also removed their pellets. The reason why I believe this is because they make jokes and insult each other, something that Silver Team never did in Season 1. You're probably thinking, if they remove the pellets, what would the blonde female Spartan say to Kai? See, this is when you remove your pellet, makes you emotional. My theory is that after finding out it was possible to remove the pellets, Cobalt Team did it, and promised between them that they wouldn't tell other Spartans nor anyone, maybe shame, or because they knew it could be dangerous and affect their reputation, like it did to Silver Team in Season 1 and 2. If they remove the pellet, they cannot control their emotions anymore, and that's why they roast each other for almost 2 minutes. Of course, this could be just a decision from the new writers of the series. There is a tiny chance this could be actually real. In the last episode of Season 2, Kai, Perez, and the rest of Spartans 3 were commanded to board a Covenant vessel so they can infiltrate and destroy him from inside. When they land on the corvette, a CSO-class supercarrier flies above Kai and the rest of Spartans. Even though we have never seen another vessel like that in the series before, we can tell that it's big. Even Perez makes a comment about its size. We don't have many scenes of space combat during the episode, but we can tell that it's the only vessel with that size. In my theory, that ship is actually Long Night of Solace, and it would make even more sense considering that in the Silver timeline, Novel Team never existed. So this ship, after glassing Reach, it was tasked to secure the ring, The reason why I think this vessel is Long Night of Celeste is because Kai sacrifices herself driving a smaller ship, the one she and the rest of Spartan 3 were tasked to destroy with an USB, but instead, she drives the Corvette and crashes the supercarrier in the middle. In Halo Reach, Long Night of Celeste is also destroyed from the middle. The ship Kai drives is a heavy Corvette, the same type of ship we board during the mission Long Night of Celeste in Halo Reach, to plan a sleep space drive and destroy the supercarrier that was flying above Reach. In my opinion, this theory could be considered real, but it's up to you to decide. This might not be a theory at all, but more like a reference or just a coincidence. Cobalt Team is Blue Team from the Silver timeline. Let's start with the most obvious reference, the name Cobalt Team. Cobalt is a darker shade of blue. Now the members. The first Spartan we see is Ball-015, the leader, who could be John from the original timeline. Even though we know that John's skin color is white, with blue eyes and brown hair, this difference could be just a creative decision, but reminds me when Halo Escalation comic number 10 came out back in 2016. When the Dagda breaks John's visor and reveals a section of his face, due to the shadows, his skin color looks darker than it should, and people started to complain about that, thinking that 343 changed John's skin color. But it was just a matter of colors and shadows. The second Spartan we see is a male Spartan called Karim-002, who could easily be Fred. The most interesting thing that makes me think that he's Fred is that he claims that Cobalt Team is the most attractive Spartan team. In the books, Fred is described to be very handsome for a Spartan, so it just makes it more obvious its similarities. The third Spartan we see is a blonde woman who mocks Kai in her face. I couldn't find any name, but in my opinion she could be Kelly. The fourth female Spartan in my opinion is Linda. My reason is because she's the most distant, and she doesn't even say a word the entire scene we see Cobalt Team. I gotta be honest, while making this video it was the first time I actually saw her because she's always behind someone, or the camera doesn't focus on her at all. That's why she's Linda to me, because Linda has been described to be Blue Team's lone wolf. Couldn't find any more details about Cobalt Team. The writers didn't put so much effort into their backstories, and because the Silver timeline is a different timeline than the original timeline, it's even more difficult to find anything about Cobalt Team, especially their names. The only thing worth I found about Cobalt Team is this picture I found on Helopedia, so I'm just gonna leave it here. During the last episode of Season 2, we have a couple of scenes of Master Chief being interrogated by 343 Guilty Spark inside a Forerunner facility on Alpha Halo. The episode starts with Master Chief asking, what the hell was down there? To Spark. His armor has bloodstains that are kinda difficult to see its color due to the low light, but they look like red to me. In my theory, Master Chief just fought the Flood. Not the ones we saw in the last episode, that strange mix of classic zombies and the Last of Us clickers, but a more accurate version, like the ones we see in the games. There are two factors that can confirm my theory. The first one is why would Master Chief ask to Spark what was down there? Of course he wasn't talking about the Covenant, and I don't think he fought with Sentinels, because if Sentinels had attacked Master Chief, Spark wouldn't be interrogating him, because he controlled them. And there are no other threats on Alpha Halo other than the Covenant and hostile fauna. By saying down there, he means he was inside an underground facility. And what else could be inside an underground facility with Master Chief confused and asking what was that? Especially with his visor half broken. My guess is that John fought the Flood, but he wasn't ready to spec a new threat, so he would end up with some battle damage. The next factor that could confirm my theory is that the next scene after John asks the question to Spark, we see a scene of Flood bacteria waking up inside the facility of Onyx, while Miranda Keyes is studying the artifact she stole from a dead Forerunner, which we already know it contained Flood spores. Those couple of scenes of John and Spark were supposed to be teasers for Season 3, but as we know, that will never happen. That's pretty much it. I hope you guys like this video. What do you think? Leave in the comments what do you think of my theories. Could they be real or am I just hallucinating? I hope you liked this video. Please consider subscribing and liking this video, that would help me a lot. If you have any ideas for my next video, you're completely free to comment them. I have another couple of theories about the Halo TV series. I didn't put them here because I think that 5 were enough, especially because not many people like the series, so That's why I just made like 5, but I have a couple more, so if you would like a second part, just let me know. Remember to follow me on Instagram, I'm very active there, I'm gonna leave the link in the description. And that's pretty much it for now. Sorry for taking so long in making another video, it's because I moved. I was living in another place and now I'm finally living again with my cats, so I'm happy about that. You can follow me on Instagram, I am always posting stuff there, either on my stories or reels or whatever. I'm making another video about the Halo series, about how I would make a third season from a fan perspective, my perspective, but it's taking me longer than I thought. So you can stay tuned for any more details on my Instagram, and if you're hearing something weird in the back, it's my cat. She's playing right now with her toy. Yeah, it's automatic. It's pretty cool actually. And once again, thanks so much for watching this video. My name is Egan, and hope to see you soon. Bye bye.